Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well. It's Tuesday, Champions League is back, but not for Juventus. Juventus will have to wait one more day. We are playing tomorrow versus Maccabi Haifa, and we know how crucial that game is. We'll speak about a lot of things today, a lot of beautiful and nice news, also some news that are quite annoying, so remain on the channel, put the maximum of likes, subscribe to the channel. Guys, I wanted to start again with a beautiful song. Yesterday, for the people that didn't watch it, I started singing for Federico Chiesa. Watching the comments, maybe it's better that I stop singing. That's not one of the skills that I master. It's a pity because I wanted to sing happy birthday to Mauro German Camoranesi. 46 years today, a legend, a loyal legend to Juventus. Why am I saying loyal? Because it's one of the 5 players, 6 players that remained with Juventus from Serie A to go to Serie B, remaining loyal and then continuing his career before going to abroad and finishing career in South America. Grande German Camoranesi, Mauro. Fantastic player. For the people that were not able to, go on YouTube, watch some videos because he was fantastic. So no songs for him, it is what it is. Guys, we go with Tutto Sport. Bentornato. Welcome back to who? Yes, you see it already, to Federico Chiesa, because yesterday in the video we already showed you the first images of him with a big smile, but also hugging Juan Panita Cuadrado. He was hugging everyone that was there. Why? Because he was happy that finally, after the 9th of January, where he had that really disaster injury versus Roma, he was able to see some teammates again, to hug them, to touch them, and to play ball, to speak about calcio, to play calcio with a F. Mamma mia, it was really beautiful. Speaking about calcio with the F, today we saw Di Maria together with Chiesa. Mamma mia, I can't wait to see those two simultaneously on the field because it will bring us a lot of joy. And Juventini, they need a bit of joy in these difficult times. Bentornato, welcome back Federico Chiesa. Guys, before continuing to speak about Chiesa, I really want to recommend you to download OneFootball. This video is sponsored by OneFootball, the best app. And I tell you, it's the truth. It is the best app to remain up to date with everything regarding Juve. Notification, articles. We will speak about some articles about OneFootball in a second. You will see how important it is to read. Yeah, we have to read, guys. Not only the clickbait titles, but also the articles, well written. iOS, Android. It's totally for free. For the people living in UK and Ireland, you can even see one game of Serie A per week. It is just fantastic. So don't hesitate, download it. We go back to Federico Chiesa because Tutto Sport is saying Chiesa al centro della Juve. Chiesa at the center of Juventus, the center of the project of the future when he will be 100% fit. But now we are speaking about the center, La Continassa, the training center. He's back with his teammates. What is the date? Not tomorrow versus Maccabi Haifa. Calma, calma, calma. Not Milan. Calma. Patience. Don't rush things. Probably Benfica on the 25th of October. Maybe, if it's not happening, maybe versus Paris Saint-Germain on the 2nd of November. We will see. They are saying that Pogba is running again. We will speak about Pogba in a second. The smile of Federico Chiesa. Gazzetta dello Sport. Yes, he's smiling. He said yesterday, what a beautiful feeling to be back with my teammates, to touch the ball. We saw the training of Federico Chiesa yesterday. It was beautiful. Every time that he was touching the ball, we were a bit scared, but he was not scared. And that's the most important thing. 61 games already with Juve, 18 goals for Juventus. We can't wait for that 62nd appearance. We can't wait for that 19th goal, for more assists of Federico Chiesa, to who we don't care. We want him to score as soon as possible. We want to celebrate and saying Federico Chiesa all together. They are speaking about Rabiot. Why? Not in detail, but why Rabiot? Because he's becoming again a really important player. Allegri said it a few days ago. He believes still in that Scudetto run. -7 from Napoli. It's a lot, we know, but we are just at the beginning of the season. He's believing it. Why? Because our team is able to have some consecutive clean sheets. And that's great. Only 5 goals conceded in Serie A. Only. Of course, it's too much. And we conceded a goal versus Monza that we should not have conceded. It is what it is. But still we have some stability there defensively. And with a Rabiot more that is able in that midfield to give you some stability defensively, we can only hope for better days, especially when Di Maria will be back, Pogba, Chiesa, and so on and so on. Juventus is not yet out of the Scudetto run. Don't rule them out. What about Rabiot in Tuttosport? They are saying revolution Rabiot from a player that was about to go to Manchester United in the summer. He was there, he already had his luggage in hand. Well, he's there and he became a pillar of Juventus. An important one. He received the trust from Massimiliano Allegri. He knows it. Massimiliano Allegri spoke in that journal saying that if it's a 100% complete, healthy team, he's one of the starters. It is what it is, according to Allegri. Will that mean that we will renew him? Well, Juventus was thinking about it, but the requests in terms of salary are way too high for Juve, and Juventus is probably saying, you know what, thank you for your years. I'm happy that you are showing now, after 4 years, that you are the players that we were believing in, but probably it's too late, and probably today your salary is way too high. So we don't believe that Rabiot will be there in 23-24 anyway. We want Rabiot to continue to play like this until the last day of the season. What about Pogba? He started as well training yesterday, running alone, individually, not yet with his teammates, not yet with the ball, but also for him, we are hoping to see him before the international break for the World Cup. We continue with Vlahovic and Milik that are waiting for Di Maria. If we are waiting for Chiesa and Pogba, well, these two are waiting for Di Maria, because that's the big question mark. How will they play? Will they be able to play together? Maybe tomorrow already versus Maccabi Haifa. It's a possibility. The experts are saying we don't care. They should and they could play together. Di Maria already showed that in Paris Saint-Germain that he's able to play with some static players. But of course, it will be Allegri that will have to inventing something, because a 4-3-3 is difficult with these men, especially when you will have Federico Chiesa back. Anyway, the two players are playing more and more together. In the 202 first minutes of the season, they passed the ball to each other only 3 times. Versus Bologna, only Bologna, so 90 minutes. Not even, because there were some subs, but versus Bologna, they gave the ball to each other 5 times already. So the communication is growing, the interaction is growing. Not always they are understanding each other, like for example on a cross where both of them are going in the same direction, because sometimes they have the same movements, even if Milik is a player that is coming deeper to help the team, and Vlahovic loves to go in depth. They understand their role. Sometimes they have the same movements, so they need to still work on the way they communicate, who's doing what and when. Di Maria with them, big question. How? That's the question I'm asking you today to put into the chat. How? We have something serious to say today. In the pre-training of Maccabi Haifa, Milik was training separately. He was in the gym. Not a big injury, maybe some muscle fatigue, we don't know, it has not been reported yet, but he was training for the pre-warm-up in the gym. So probably later in the press conference of Massimiliano Allegri, the question will be asked, is Milik fit to play tomorrow or not? It's a pity, yeah? It's a pity. When we are thinking only about good news, then we have that really bad news. So tomorrow they are saying maybe Gazzetta dello Sport 4-4-2 with Di Maria and Vlahovic on top. Maybe resting Milik can be a solution. Gazzetta dello Sport is speaking about someone else. He's speaking about Inter that today is playing in Champions League versus Barcelona. Really curious about the result. I don't know if Inter will lose today. Maybe they will do the surprise. But they're also speaking about someone that I really loved and still love. It's Pipita Higuain, because yesterday, as Fabrizio Romano was reporting, he announced his retirement from football at the end of 2022 when the season of MLS is over. Yesterday, a big and emotional Higuain Pipita that was crying in the front of the microphone. Guys, if you are not a bit sad, if you are not a bit touched and emotional watching these images, then I don't know if you have a heart, because it was really emotional. He spoke also about something that he already said before. We already spoke about it on the channel, about cyberbullying, about the fact that it was really toxic for him, the environment around football, reading everything that has been said for him. I know that he missed that goal in the World Cup, and that because of that they didn't win the World Cup, and so on and so on. At Juventus, the people from Napoli that were insulting him, that were using dolls with his head over balconies and so on, disgusting things. He said that he was suffering a lot. Luckily his family was helping him, but he said pay attention before tweeting, before writing, think twice. And this is also what I would recommend you before going full power, to have some likes, to have some viewership from people and so on and so on. Think twice, because it can hurt. And you can also make sure that some players that you are thinking that they are untouchable and really mentally strong, that they can drop. Hey guys, mental health is really important. We continue, we have other things to speak about, but before that I want to celebrate Gonzalo Higuain at Juventus with some pictures. Pam 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 pam. And we are going towards the end of the video. I hope you are still there. I repeat you, maximum of like. Let's go for the likes. Andiamo ragazzi! Corriere dello Sport di Sing, l'ora di Inzaghi. Inzaghi will play again versus Barcelona. We said it already, but Napoli will play versus Ajax in Amsterdam, in the Netherlands. Let's see what will happen there. Are you speaking about Juve? No, but we want to speak about Juve in Champions League because we already know who will be the opponents of Juventus in that Champions League. Juventus women this time. They are speaking about big teams, guys. We have no luck. We are playing versus Lyon, probably the strongest team on earth. For the women team, we are playing versus Arsenal. We will face Hurtig, that was our player until a few weeks ago. Arsenal, big team as well. And then versus Zurich, we are third there. Mamma mia, what a disaster. But we will try to do it. We will not give up. Our women can do it. They have the balls to do it. Way of speaking, of course. Then there is another team that will play today already versus Maccabi Haifa. We are speaking about our young kids of under 19 that they are playing that youth league. Same teams in Champions League than Juventus. Well, there is a guy, Yildiz, that did amazingly well in that Derby della Mole versus Torino. He will start in a few minutes, by the way. In a few minutes, he will start that game. Hopefully, we can go and we can win for the team of Paolo Montero. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you are still there. Grazie, forza, Juve.